Wow, I even remembered to start the YouTubes. Good to see you, Villager. How have you been, man? Oh, alrighty. I forgot to turn on my get Zwift going. I am feeling surprisingly well considering yesterday. I think it's just because like things are hard efforts that shouldn't be, so my body, like, I'm really tired because I'm obviously not in shape, but then my like long-term physiology is like, that was nothing, you'll be fine. No, I'll take it though. I actually do feel pretty good today. Woke up feeling alright considering I did not sleep well. There are some nights, guys, I'm up like 6 to 10 times a night. I am not a sound sleeper. Not too bad. You're off the bike for a few days while it's in the shop. Oh, actually, thank you for reminding me. Now, everyone, this is the lube I love to use. I'm not sponsored, but this would be the one that I would recommend to everyone. I'm just kidding. I actually do like the Bow Shield. I'd put it up there in the upper tier of lubes, at least for inside. I found it on my Divide ride in some random small shop, and it way outperformed the Tri-Flow. Never, Casey. Never. How you doing, man? Yeah, the TT course. It was that second hill. It's like I just don't have the 1 minute pulls back in my legs. You liked it, dude? This stuff's really nice. Definitely inferior to the magicalness that is chain wax, but you know, if you're not waxing your chain and going through all that, this is a decent second. Hey, Boomer. Howdy. Howdy. I need another camera. Like, I'm about to like do this and be away from the mic and away from the camera. Oh well. Pro content, you're used to seeing it here. BRB. Okay, serious question for people whose mental acuity is around my level. How long did it take you guys to realize how much easier it is to clean the chain from the underside than the top side? Took me quite a lot, more time than I'd like to admit, actually. It's always frustrating too when like you discover something that is just like straight up like obvious the moment you discover it, and then it took you that long to figure it out. It's just very frustrating because it really makes you feel like a doof. 2 years and well, don't worry, you're not alone. Just know this is a safe space for people like you and me. Encouraged, actually. Though I am worried that I'm gonna be like cleaning my crank and it'll just snap in half. Anybody hear the news from Shimano? Like big freaking news from Shimano. Bad news. They are screwed right now. So quiet. Why is it so quiet? Bo! So as I say it's quiet, I literally peek my microphone. Hey man, what is this? Well, a special occasion. You're joining us right away. What do we owe this pleasure today? Hopefully it's because you got a nice, relaxing day off. Would you look at that? Freaking Shimano knew you could. Nope, can't trust them. Turns out Shimano's the biggest scammer in the game. So the news, guys. Shimano basically for the last 11 years has been hiding the fact that all of their Holotech, it's not all of them, it's their upper end Holotech cranks are actually delaminating and causing like, it's so far caused like 6 major injuries and many other minor injuries. But like the R8000s, like the new Dura Ace, like all of them are under recall now. Like for the last 11 years, their Holotech brackets are basically all under recall. Like, dude, it is a thing, and as shitty as it is for them, we need these types of things to come up because it just shows like we're paying an over amount of money for a product that literally is dangerous. Steel is real. Hey, beer, how's it going? Cooked dinner early, so you just ate. Oh, nice. What was on the menu? But yeah, like so it's still not 100% like what's going on, but it's looking like it's going towards a class action lawsuit. I mean, my crank, I have a Ultegra crank that is under the recall, but they're not. It has to literally show evidence of it being in the process of breaking for them to honor their own recall. It's really, really kind of in a weird place right now. Hey, Doom, how's it going? Did you hear the news about Shimano getting absolutely... I don't know how to say it. Someone come up with a politically correct term, but it's not good. That's one of those sprints. My saving grace, Doom, is that I'm at least a small boy with little watts. Like, I'm like sitting there like, if it's gonna break, it's very less likely to break on mine than, you know, the average adult-sized human. You have Shimano cranks on the bike. If your wheel and crank delaminate, you're getting... dude. But yeah, I don't think 105s are affected. And it's actually a big sell point for 105s. But yeah, you swap back to your 10... Yeah. Apparently they are straight up dangerous. So, everybody think about that while you're pounding on your Ultegras, because I'm sure there's a fair few of us in here that have affected cranksets. Probably a fair few, if not most of us. Anybody basically running Ultegra or Dura Ace. Sorry to say. You don't do sprints on all... There you go, okay. Yeah. See, that's the thing. See, it was all a big brain plan from the beginning. It's like, you know what? Who needs a 1,000-watt sprint? Not me, because I'm smart and I know that I'm going to keep my bike from breaking. Cheap ass. Dude, 105s are apparently one of the greatest crank sets in the world, confirmed by their own company. And it's better than everything else. Dude, that's just scary. Most people run Shimano crank sets. Even in like the pros field and stuff. I am surprised that there haven't been... Well, it has been an issue. It's been kind of hush-hush. There have been people who've been making videos about these issues for years. I mean, Hambini put out one like years ago. A few other people put out videos on it years ago and basically said, if you enjoy the act of living, you might reconsider what drivetrain you're using, at least at the front crank. But yeah, you can't... It has to show direct evidence of delaminating, otherwise they won't replace it, at least at the moment, but there's like class action talks. That would be a company killer. Well, not really, but a restructure, a company restructure for sure at the very least. The only way you avoid warranties is with your There you go, Boomer. There you go. Now you don't have to worry, and you can be a little rougher on it if you have one of the, I think it's the 6800s. The 8000s, basically everything for the last 11 years. Hey, Daddy-o. Good morning. Would only have its fishing section. Oh, fishing gear. Shimano's about to pivot hard. They're like, this bicycle stuff ain't worth it. But SRAM's starting to look even better. I mean, they've been looking good, but now they're looking even better. Until we find out that they're under... there's conspiracy back there, too. Everything's conspiracy, guys. Conspiracy is conspiracy. Hey, Cosmic. Omega, how you doing today, man? Dude, I don't notice, because other people may not notice, but I'm special. I'm a special person in this world, and I notice you. I notice the work you are putting in. The hikes, I see them. I know. You are putting in the frickin' work, man, and I really, really love to see it. Pull a Samsung, go from making phones to fridges, I know. Dude, Samsung's literally, I don't think, have they ever produced a safe lithium battery even to this day? There was a tech tuber I was watching who was a Samsung collector, and when the whole the whole Samsung exploding gate happened, where their phones were exploding, he went back to like his collection to like look at all of his phones that he'd been collecting, that he'd been like keeping like pristine in case, and like, you know, hoping for like an iPhone original thing where they're worth millions of dollars or whatever, only to find that most of the cases had separated due to their lipos swelling, even without use. Like, I don't think they even know how to make a functional battery. Hopefully their new ones are better. Heck yeah, Omega. I see you. Keep at it, man. None that you've owned, all your batteries have blown up like balloons. Dude, seriously? Man, it's wild. It's wild. Like, I don't know. I guess quality's always been like that. Maybe not always, but it's just frustrating. But also, consumers, we got freaking demands. Things have to last 10 million years and wipe our butts for us these days. That's not an excuse, though. Okay, anyway. Yeah, stop talking about the things. But yeah, guys, if you see the title, we are raising money for a very, very good cause. The new Tinder Select program was just launched, and you know, if you want to donate to the underprivileged, we are starting the Tinder Select Fund. But in all seriousness, you hear, there is a new $500 a month tier. $500 a month. What a deal! Where do I sign up? Yeah, thank you. In much more artistic wording, Scott. You have a way. You are a cunning linguist, my friend. Will you hold on. I'm actually stalling so that I can hopefully get my chain lube to soak into the links a little bit. I literally just put it on about 4 minutes ago. Little feet beans. Is this a future that is this my future that I'm hearing about? Little pooky feet running around? No, definitely not. Okay, we are working. I just saw that like popped up on my feed today in some of my like viral news channels I watch, and I just thought it was so funny. Yes, I should add the tag lube master. That should be a hashtag. Actually, I'm gonna go do that right now. What should I take out? Definitely triathlon, because that's a lie. I'm just lube master. Did it work? I can't tell if it worked. Hold on. Get out of the way. Hey! Yep, okay. Stream info has been updated. We're now under the tag Lube Master. Some people are lube interns. You know, fluffers, dare say. We don't do that here. We are the talent. And don't Google that. Especially if you're not on your work computer. If you're on your work computer, I definitely recommend Googling that. Just kidding. Don't do it. Did I miss? Okay, so we have 12 minutes to go. I should probably disable that. Okay, there we go. So we got about 12 minutes to go, which is just enough time for me to use the bathroom another 3 to 5 times, and then we'll be ready. Whole. Why does this one have 2 L's? Is this did they spell this wrong? Or am I just not do I just not understand how things in the world work? I guess we'll just jump over here, which is good because I think we're still on the time trial bike, so it'll give us a little time to a little shiver there. It's a little chilly in here. A little time to swap over. But of course, Zwift has to crash first 3 times. Stall. Scott, you're not supposed to tell the internal secrets of the ways of streaming. This is like the streamer code, man. It's actually kind of funny. They actually have looked into this, and there's like a bunch of people who are using this meta of like constantly stalling for hours and hours and hours, and apparently it's like a very strong tactic. But we just do that the whole stream, so I mean, we actually started that meta. We'll take credit for it at least. We are pretty influential here on the Twitch platform. In my opinion, I've started multiple trends. Even if I haven't, I have. I was the first person. I was the first person in the hot tub meta, but not in the hot tub, but in the hot tub meta. Yeah, you saw it here. It was actually me. It was actually funny. I randomly, because that was on my original streaming computer that I had that set up, and I randomly happened across the files for it the other day, and I had completely forgotten that I used to like use the graphic for the hot tub graphic or whatever, and it was a pleasant surprise when I randomly saw it. Hold on, there it is. Best kit in the game, guys. The Jarvis of Twitch streaming. Yep, you know, it is what it is. You know, we don't like to flex much, but you know, when we do. You missed that. Yeah, that was back in the day. Way back in I don't even know. I might have some clips about it. That was when I first started doing my Photoshop redeem, back when I was a Twitch affiliate and I could actually do fun things on my stream. Yeah, I was basically in a hot tub while I was cycling. It was great. I was the first. I take credit for it. Even if I wasn't, prove to me otherwise. Dude, what are we at? I'm doing pretty good. I'm 23 minutes in and I haven't even got on my bike yet. Take notes. Hot tub stream. Yeah, you're in the right place, 3-Toad. And if you didn't notice, we just added a new tag today. We are a self-entitled hashtag LubeMaster. So we are now leading that category on Twitch. Okay, clean the chain, go to the bathroom 3 times, and then we might get on the bike. Last time I cleaned my chain, I was like, I'm inside. It's no big deal. I'm not going to wipe it down. And now I have a forever stain on the little piece of... I have like a piece of cut-out carpet from whenever this carpet was done, and it like has a big old racing stripe on it now. Not sus. Lube Master, not sus at all. What are you doing? Get on the road, drive straight. I actually almost did the 100-kilometer ride today, but then I realized that it would probably destroy me for the rest of the week. Okay. almost there, guys. Stay there. Don't go anywhere. It's almost about to go. Okay, I'm over it. I'll be right back. Bathroom real quick. Just real quick. Wash me. Oh, shit. Just kidding. You did the 100K. You had to try 100. Exactly. You understand. Speed poop. That was the fastest one. The fastest one in the history of fast ones. Fresh air and lube chain. They've what is it, like 9? It can be like 9 watts, which if people don't really understand watts, like a 9 watt decrease just due to a dirty chain is actually significant. Pretty significant. But it is a thing. All right, we're moving. The new speed run. Hey, Alejandro Poro. Thank you for the follow over there on Kick. How's it going, my friend? I am currently on Kick and the Twitch and the YouTubes. So thank you for the follow. Welcome in. I'm really horrible at it, but I try to make sure that all the chat pops up on screen. But if I forget where my cursor is, then you might not see chat, but you should see it down there from at least Twitch. Nobody actually goes on my YouTube, so probably won't see any chat there. The cursor. I very, very much want a second screen. I'm doing one screen for streaming is adds a lot of complexity that I'm not good with. Constantly having to click around making sure this window's active so that, you know, certain things happen. One thing that's really annoying is during a race day when I'm racing with my team, so we'll all be on Discord. Where was I going with that? Oh, oh my god, I just had the worst. But if I click off of Discord, it like my hotkey doesn't work so that I can do the push to talk. I just had a moment, guys, a serious brain fart. Like I was like, am I on the bike? Am I a toaster? Hey, Matt, how have you been, man? Good to see you. But like many times I've like shouted to my team and I'm just shouting into the void because my cursor was in the wrong spot. Cursing the cursor. It's tough. Mad respect. Anybody who does the single screen for streaming, they're actually kind of a boss because it is not easy. Living the dream and tired of no money, but living the dream. Hey, man, that is a beautiful sentiment in some ways. In the time we ain't got money, I'm so in love with you, honey. That kind of vibe. This is a race to the bottom. And we're already almost there. You thinking? Leg and a what? I need that. That is such a great emote. I don't know. Considering our recent race results, I am not looking. You know, if we just get above the bottom 5 positions, we are winning. At least considering how those last couple weeks are. Why, thank you. It's that pure, refined vocal fry. It takes decades to get on a good level. Fun fact, before I screwed up my voice, I was looking to get into, I was actually looking to do operatic singing. Because I used to be able to project like nobody's business when I sang. That was another life, though. You're quite an emo collector. That emo, dude, what is that? I Dan Dance? Oh my god. That's the one I really miss. There are some things I miss being affiliate, but I'm glad that you guys don't have to sit through stupid ads. Because my emotes are no more. Quit the Zwift stream and get on a karaoke stream instead. I know, we need to... is there anything like that anymore on Twitch? They got in a lot of trouble when they used to do the Twitch sings and they had to drop that. I actually had a few friends in that community that I was really sad when it all fell apart. That was like over a year ago now. Running is becoming more and more fun and swimming isn't as fun as... You take that back! We do not allow that toxicity in this chat. Words are tough. No, that's good, man. 10 out of 10 stupid ads. Yep. That's okay. We just create a beautiful atmosphere where you can feel like you actually contribute to the streamer, where you can do direct donations to things like his Tinder fund. Dude, you legitimately have some amazing emotes. A commune. Yeah, a cult, a friend, community outreach program, dare say. Need to work on that. Oh, it's Christmas time already? Is it already? Why is that song in the playlist? I love it. Hey, social community outreach programs. Let's go, Omega. Let's freaking go. That... We have someone in our community who uses Optimus Prime emotes, and I was for a second I was like, what? But he hasn't been around in a minute. He rides outside. Bazinga. Somebody already on a coffee stop. What a legend. Boo-boos. Anybody seen Curtis around? In a while, he is still the kind of guy that randomly drops in stream. Yeah, I know. The Lederhosen, this is a special unlock, actually. It started last year, and now it's available again this year. But if you did all 4 stages of this event, they did a stage a week, basically all month, you unlock the whole kit. So you get the leather shoes, the feathered fedora, and the Lederhosen. Looking forward to visit your local Savage. Pour one for the homies. You know, might be a little weird, but I find some peace in cemeteries. I find them to be very peaceful. What is social? Don't worry, you're doing a good job of pretending to be social here on this channel. Donka. Oh, I forgot the fan. Do I have my coffee stop available? Because they just... 20 minutes. Rip. Rip. That's another Doom for real, man. You wanna have a stealth spot for the night when you don't have anywhere to camp, or it gets a little late? You know the way. I've camped out in my fair amount of cemeteries, actually. Yo, MC Squared, dude, how have you been? It's good to see you, man. I wonder if I can get to the fan and then back before I get dropped. The answer is almost. There we go. Dude, there was this weird thing. Some of the Midwest cemeteries are designed very weird. When I lived in Iowa, the cemetery is right next to this little gully, and all of the water pipes fed onto this little stretch. So like you'd go by the cemetery and you'd see this retaining wall slowly go up as you went down into the gully. The entire street at the bottom of those drainages are stained with rust. Let your mind wander as to where the rust all comes from. It is a bit, it's a bit odd, it's a bit weird. A little off-putting. You're like, busy working? Working busy, hardly working? No, just kidding. 2 a.m.? Well, have a good night, man. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're doing okay. We're a little out of shape right now, but in all reality, it's not that bad because we're getting it back. Too slow, work too requiring focus. Nice beer. Have you been on the bike much recently, man? I've been very absent in the evenings, so my apologies if you're getting in the work. Spectral ooze, literally, dude. Absolutely wild. Yeah, there's a cemetery out in Veneta, Oklahoma, that is in the process of falling into a river. There are actual there's like these concrete old school, like, I don't know what you'd call them, but they're like collapsing into the water. Crypts? I don't know. Yeah, like kind of like a crypt, I guess. It's very weird. Oh yeah, man. MC Squared, I see it. I am a very proficient Strava stalker. So I see the work you're still putting in. You rode the other night? Nice. Has the Degens been fielding a TTT group? I might have to jump on if you guys get that going again. A lot of people out for the summer. Even Innovation, we're like running 2 teams right now instead of like our normal 5 or 6. Just a different time right now. And it's just also, at least for me, it's still some getting used to considering the last few years of lockdowns. And now that it's slowly returning to normal, I'm actually experiencing how this environment is a little more, now that people actually have to go and work and stuff. I know, work, right? Down to 1 group. I figure, I'm seeing names. I'm seeing some regular names that haven't been around for a little while. So that is definitely true. They're all right. I had a forced 2 to 3 weeks off the bike. I had like a bunch of medical things like come to a head all at once. It was really shitty. But the basically 2.5 weeks forced off the bike has returned everything back. It took away all those little aches and pains that I was building up. The King. Hey, Texas, how are you doing, man? Yo, I was seeing like last week you started to put in some time. I know you've been dealing with some medical stuff too. Always good to see people getting out on the bike and stuff again. Official, the. But watts are way down, but my physiology is in really good shape. So that's overall a win. But like I saw Jet reset in here the other day. When I start seeing Jet come back in, I know that it's getting into Zwift season again. Dude, seriously. Sometimes you gotta have an excuse. You know, with us, people who tend to overtrain, it's great to have an excuse, aka being sick. Though being sick was not a enjoyable experience. I was really, really sick. Yeah, I'm TTing. How about you, Macbeth? I'm riding. I am feeling much more hopeful about Thursday's TTT versus yesterday's, because we should have a full team of 8. Guys, so we were the team is looking at our race results from yesterday. We did get third by 10 seconds. So if I had luckily stayed with the group, it wouldn't have been worth a placement. I was really worried that getting dropped at the end might have cost us an entire position. It did not. We got third, 10 seconds behind second, who was 50 seconds behind first. And fourth place was about 40 seconds behind us. So we did pretty good. Yep. Yeah, the Pretzel Fest is not as good as it was last year. I feel like a lot of group events have been nerfed. Like, Norseman was nerfed a bit. Pretzel Fest. Yeah, well, I don't know nerf's right word. It is nerfed, but I think it's more attainable for most people now. But who is on first? What? What's on second? I don't know. No, he's on third. But yeah, we, so anyway, back to the story before I ADHD'd. We ended up being only 7 seconds off of our WTRL time with 8 people yesterday. So we were hammering. It was an overall top level result for my team. You're not going to be TTing tomorrow? Good call, Macbeth. Dude, you got to honor that. It is, I feel like it's one of the hardest things that we have to deal with as athletic people. Like, especially after having to take 2 to 3 weeks off. Dude, my mental was messed up. Like, I was okay, nothing like crazy. But I was in desperate need of some psychotherapy. Crazy? Bullheaded, is that better? That kind of works, thanks. MC squared. It's good, man. Right now, my cardio, usually my legs always let me down. My cardio, I still am like having some lung issues. But as of today, it's like better. I woke up not feeling any sort of ache. I'm starting to feel it's still there, but it's better. Last year I had to complete the full pretzel. Yeah, exactly. No, they were really tough last year. But now they're doing a lot of just timed things. It's nice. If you don't have time, like you can do the jersey hack if you want to get the kit and everything. Just sit in the pen. So, it's pretty good. you just assume that I assumed that you assume, sir? That is a assumption. I feel like this is just a repeat from yesterday, or from a previous discussion we recently had. I'm getting some I've been here before vibes. Hey, Sandoval. Hey, welcome back in, my friend. We are doing zero effort today after yesterday's Smash Fest. Yeah, exactly, Beer. We're getting some serious deja vu. You too, man. You too. We, guys, yesterday, I haven't dug that deep in a while. I was worried that I was going to feel like shit today. Yeah, deja vu. Deja vu, yep. It's a thing. Thank you, sir. I got it. I need to upgrade my bot so that I can have redeems again. I mean, I have all my files to make this stream good again. Thank you, Beer Bear. Thank you, thank you. I always feel crappy at this low of weight that I'm at right now, but god dang, I am flying. Easy spin at 3 watt per kilo when you're 2 kilograms lighter than normal. Oh, shucks. It was kind of nice for me that when I had most of my things taken away from my stream, all my redeems, channel points, my stream setup from back home, I still really love getting on stream. And I was kind of like, you know, kind of great to question yourself sometimes and why you do things. And it's just good to know that I still have that just fun factor when it comes to streaming. Good to take a step back sometimes, you know? Ask the questions that need asked. Well, we got some speed today. Look at the speed. Oh man, we're still not back. This still is not 100% good feeling, but nearly. Tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Anybody know where are we racing tomorrow? Where's the TTT? I am hoping it is a very draftable course. I'm worried it's probably not. The last couple have been a bit tough. Triple flat, oh, that's a good one. I like that one because it's not a multi-lap, you know? I'm not the biggest fan of multiple laps. I say that a lot though. You probably have heard that, everyone. I like one loop, one route, or an out and back. That's why I'm really excited. The Epic KOM bypass that's going to be going around the back of Epic into the jungle. I feel like that'll open up some great long route options where you're not just Tempest fugiting the whole time. Do you know if that's both directions? Zwift has a habit of doing things like that, where they're like, we have 34 kilometers of new road, aka 16 times 2, or 17 times 2, right? Yeah, what comes after Uber? What's next? Something will have to be next. Doom is actually based as hell. That is a fact. Super duper uber mega. I'm gonna make a route, a rebel route, called Pookie's Pretzel. We'll just make one ourselves. Super pooper scooper. On huge loop. Big ads loop. Big Alp to Zwift loop. Big ads loop. Pookie's Pretzel. Yeah, I'm gonna, I'll just create a rebel route. We'll take it. You need to rest your legs. Friday night, you're gonna be busy. So you gotta take a couple days off. Yep, yep. Hey, do it. Hey, do it. The train just came in pretty hard. Look at that. Is that a sugar cube? Or a marshmallow? Or just a cube?
Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Oh, tofu. Of course. Oh my god, did you know in China, one of the food scams they do out there is they dye tofu in really nasty chemicals to make them make it look fermented.
Get to the chopper.
Oh, that's a different movie. Damn. A flashlight. Oh, no. Misread that. Definitely misread that. But yeah, apparently food scams are a big deal in China. Isn't that wild?
I'm a cop, you idiot.
So back in the day, does anyone remember the day of like the OG viral platforms like eBaum's World? They used to have like the soundboards for that. I just love that when there's soundboards, AI voice, all that stuff, one of the first people to be used is Arnold. It's just so good. Mush, dude. You know the ways. Oh man, Flash videos. Oh, the good old days.
The headache.
Yeah, China has like a bunch of food scams. Okay. One of the big ones that's been around for a while. What's it called? Gutter oil. But they do things, they'll like spray paint shit that you're supposed to eat. Or like, one of the delicacies right now is sauteed rocks. Wild. The state of Chinese food is very scary. But they use chemicals to dye tofu so that it looks fermented and they can charge more for it. Crazy, it's actually a thing. They spray paint their chili peppers. Not everyone, of course, but it is an issue. Chili peppers will be spray painted so they're actually red instead of brown. I mean, kind of true, villager. That's the real reason why we work out anyway is so that we can get away with those day-sucking things that take your life down. But it's okay, because we've added 9 years of life just by cycling. So you get 9 years of wiggle room. Just never stop cycling. Lot drinks, spray paint, yeah. Allegedly, right? For real. Lady Serin, how's it going? Morning, ma'am. We are taking a nice, easy ride today. Well, actually moderate. We'll call this a moderate ride. Yesterday absolutely destroyed me. I'm getting back. I am getting back to where I was, but I'm still very weak right now. I had a race yesterday, and it was a horrible experience for the last 1 mile because it was a team time trial, and I was the wheel. I was the fourth wheel, which means our team's time depended on me, and I was the weak link. Oh man. When everybody's dropped that can drop, and then you're the weak link, is just sometimes can be one of the worst situations on a bike race. Literally, the front three had to kind of wait up for me a little bit. Enjoy the Z's, MC squared. It's fine. Lady, it's all part of it. It's all part of the overarching process. If life's path was a straight line, it'd be boring as hell. Oh, getting the squad going. Guys, anybody have party animals? I just bought party animals. It is so freaking funny. It's just one of those games that you're just constantly laughing out loud while you're playing it. Howdy, Narex. Dude, Narex, I saw the clip, your Zwift clip on Strava from your attack. Oh, it was so close. It's actually, I don't know, I just feel like racing is so much more entertaining now because that was so close and it actually had a possibility of making it. You tried F-Zero 99? People are raving about that too, aren't they? In 30 meters, for a split second, it was almost like you were gonna make it. That glimmer of hope. And then you're like, yeah! I've been there too, many times. Party animals, no, they just did their full launch. It's $20. But if anybody gets it, let me know. My buddy Lore got it, and another friend of ours that we call Psy for ya, or Rukelheit. He has a few different names, but so far I played with them a couple times. Don't you love those? Don't you love those rides that cat you up and you got slapped? Rip. No, but you didn't get slapped. That was so freaking close. I was like, oh man. See, guys, I told you. Pro Strava stalker. What was your 5-minute? All-time 5-minute? Damn. Holy shit. 400 watts. 402 watts. I think if I'm in form, I could do that maybe 2.5 to 3 minutes. But only if I'm in good form. And I feel like that is me overreaching. I don't think I could actually do that. Five minutes was 15 Timbits. Yum. That's impressive. Dimitri, you'd love the US Tour de Donuts that happen. And you get the whole donut. Not just the bits. There are, those Tour de Donuts are so funny though, because you gain, or you take time off of your finish time for every donut you eat. Decent. We need that. We need 5-minute Timbit challenge to become a thing. Is that the strat? Zavaris, dude, there is straight up strategy. Like, how many donuts do you eat and you're still able to put out a good time? It's finding that sweet spot of how many donuts you can get down without just dying. Make it a thing. This needs to be a international thing. You want cycling to go to the next level? Donuts. Donuts and pizza. Donut Alp. I think someone's done that, or that Kiyoshiro, didn't he do one of those? Then we got Bike Beast doing his Sour Patch Kid Alp. Oh man. See, so many amazing ideas start here in this community, and I'm so proud. Oh yeah. Was it better second day? Fresh always best. Yeah, that's what pizza's for. Pizza, one of the few foods in this world that is debatably also just as good the next day in a different way, though. Free donuts? Who gives zero shits and overloads the donuts and sandwiches with everything. People just need to accept the sociology of America and realize what donuts could do for this culture if incorporated with fitness. We're reeling back quite a few little small groups. It's just with this new draft dynamic, group splintering is so much more common. You have to be so on your game to see what's happening. There was a moment yesterday on the TTT that I don't know what happened, but it was just like all of a sudden I got gapped just out of nowhere, and it just blew up to 2 seconds. Like, it's just sometimes it makes zero sense. It's like Zwift Pack Dynamics 4.1 is so good until it's not. I'm very much looking forward to 4.2. If they could fix that, the random gappage. No one likes a random gap. Crevasse, dare say. Or is that the opposite? People do like that. I don't know, whatever's funnier. Yeah. Get it and let's race. Kind of not feeling this playlist today. I think I want my electro swing. You find PD 4.1 feels awesome. The only thing that you find weird is trying to move up. If you're in the middle doing 200 watts, it shouldn't take 300. Yeah, I agree. The stickiness is pretty gnarly sometimes. Like, you really have to, like, give 2 stomps on the pedal. Like, good stomps. But once you start moving up, you can still maintain momentum. It's just initiating that movement that just seems so hard. And I think that's kind of what's causing the random gaps sometimes, is without that flow, that kind of washing machine effect, it is more, it's, the game algorithm can kind of say, oh, now off the back a little more so, or it tries to tell you to work harder to kind of get in the draft a bit. This is so far one of the lowest drafts on Zwift ever by a few percent. Doing that, give 1 hard 2-second effort. Yep, you have to. And then you have to be and know that it's going to be a little delayed. That's another thing. I feel like you have to be a little, like, it takes a little longer for your avatar to respond to some things, but it responds immediately to other things. You can feel it when you're in a big pack and there's less movement within the pack. Because sharing's more of a thing, you just get locked in. It's like to close down a wheel isn't difficult, but then to go around them is a little more so, unless you legitimately steer around them. They haven't really talked about that. Zwift hasn't really brought that up, but to me it seems like a thing. That you kind of have to steer around people sometimes. Other times you phase through like normal. Yep, you're stuck. You'll just hold the button for like 30 seconds before anything even happens. Definitely. Oh my god, no way. It's like, that's kind of interesting though, so it forced you to either have to move up or move back. I wonder if that's a good thing. Well, it's definitely a thing. We're one step away from that, Dimitri. To turtle shells and shit. I don't know if you heard, man, but they're bringing more gamified things into the real world. Or they plan to. They're basically trying to bring some of the dynamics and elements of Repack Rush into Zwift Racing. Last time they tried to add an extra gamified element, it was a huge flop. With the boost gauge and the boost levels. Do you guys remember that? I never even tried it, I don't think. Did I? Maybe I tried it once. It was not good. It was like, what in the world? Or go off. There you go. You want to use the steering? You better do a breakaway. Okay, about boost arrows you can ride over. Yep. They're bringing it into Crit City. You now have boost and dampeners or brake things on the map. I don't know, it's very weird. Oh man, I can only imagine. That was a shocker to the entire esports community. I don't think very many people expected that. Maybe Holden or people that work with my whoosh. But they definitely kept it under wraps. Which I thought was pretty impressive. Oh man, as soon as I pushed left, I started moving around him. Like wanted to, and then I tapped the left turn, and I actually went around him. Confirmed. Am I body blocking him now? I think I was. No one likes to lose. You know what? I'm gonna take the positive approach and be like, this is what Zwift needs to get their head out of their butt. All before this announcement, Zwift truly had nothing competing with them. And a lot of people might say they still have nothing competing with them. But I don't know, I think the UCI would beg to differ. Not that I agree with the UCI, I think they're a bit of a shit show themselves, right? I know, hot take. Hot take. Yeah. You have two options. They have two options. They can either get all, man, no. Or they can be like, it's time to unleash our final form. Thank you, Carmichael. But seriously, at least as a consumer, hell frickin' yes. It's gonna encourage my whoosh to get better. Fingers crossed. Maybe not, but which will in turn encourage Zwift out of necessity. Since they were having trouble, no, I won't say it's out of the kindness of their heart, but now it doesn't matter because they'll have to do something. What is better? I know, right? Such an objective or subjective term, but yes. It's rough. I'm glad I'm not in that department. Because whatever way they go, it's the wrong way. Whichever way is the wrong way. They add more realism. This is stupid. I want to be able to draft well. I want a big group ride. They add more gamified stuff. This is a cycling simulator. Okay? People just love to have opinions like that. And in some ways it's good. That's what drives change. But then again, a lot of people still take the opposite approach to that. Where they love to complain about something they're not willing to change, which I don't think is a wrong thing. Opinion can be valid. And everyone doesn't always have to change everything they have an opinion on. I don't think that's a thing either. I think a lot of people kind of assume that, like, well, if you're so mad, why don't you do something? It's like, that's a horrible argument. Hey, what's up? Yeah, dude, people be crazy, Skip. That's why it's so much more mentally healthy to just sit back and enjoy the ride. And do things when you can. Tell people all the time, if you want folks to love the software, just upgrade and everyone will be crying. Remember when the old version was amazing? Yep. Seriously. And it's not just unique to Zwift. I'm involved in the Sea of Thieves community on Twitch, as well as just the gaming community. Same thing, same story over there. We want new content. Okay, here's some new content. We want bug fixes. Okay, well, let's try and fix some bugs. Where's our new content? All of the above, yep. Wrongs with Spectrum mode. For real, though. Facts. Yep. The people who are going to be hurt are the people with the most passionate opinions, and those are most regularly the people that are angry. Because people who are content, who, they don't have a passionate opinion about it, but they're, they like it. Yeah, good, okay, great. You just don't hear those voices. It's the vocal minority, usually, that are the ones that are heard. Oh, shit. Nice, Boomer. Odd route for a climbing festival. This is a climbing festival, I thought. The Pretzel Fest. Maybe I'm wrong. I thought it was, actually, it was just about pretzels, right? The pretzel stages. I thought it was funny, though. Most of the stages, you didn't really even get to many of the climbs by the time the 45 minutes expired. Maybe if I had good watts, that would be different, but flattest climb, climb is flat, yep. That's why Tempest Fugit will always be the best climb in the game. No climbing, yeah, and then stage 3 went like right up epic, didn't it, or something like that? It was Uber Pretzel, wasn't it? But only 45 minutes of it. Yeah, the first one, I got just around the jungle, and it just started to climb out just as it ended. What a beautiful ride. So tomorrow's route should be really good. It should be very draftable, which is something I need right now. bit off a lot more than I could chew yesterday with the 1 minute pulls. And I had a minute 15 at one time. It was nice though, all of my time intervals were decent, considering. I was very happy with them. Like my 5 minute, my 1 minute, my 20 minute. I think I was 3.9 or 4 for the 20, which if I hit the 4 watt per kilo for 20, I feel like I'm a bit accomplished in the TTT. What's been nice though, since we've gotten much more organized, basically over the last 6 or 8 months, our team has gotten exceptionally better organized. And now I don't have to do as much power for the same speed. It only took us almost 3 years to learn the ways, but you know what? At least we did. I don't know, stage 1 and 2. Oh yeah, yep. It was I thought we would do like Octobahn here, like do 1 lap and then go up the climb. I was expecting that. But for most people, they wouldn't even make it up the climb in 45 minutes after doing a lap of Innsbruck Ring. That would be they'd get about most of the way up or halfway up and then have to, you know, you're already there, you might as well have to finish it, right? It's almost like a bait and switch. I just need more, my base is still not 100%. It feels better though. Jay Smith from Inc. Thank you for the ride on. I rarely ride over here in Innsbruck. Usually the only times I ride over here are if ZRL has a route over here, or if they do the 3 laps of Innsbruck Ring for TTT. They do that once a year, at least. And it's a fun one, because 3 laps of Innsbruck Ring is pretty darn fast. So you get some nice speed metrics. Thank you, Daniel, for the ride on. Not sure if everyone knows, but when you give someone a ride on, it gives them, what, 10 or 15 seconds of double the drop accumulation. But that's a little small hack, actually, within Zwift, is if you get a lot of friends that are constantly giving you ride-ons, that's how you grind drops. I remember that was my strat when I first started Zwifting. Everybody, like, after any event, I'd go down the list and just friend everyone. And then you get the, what is it, the ride-on achievement, more famous than Yensi. It was a little easier to get that achievement back when lockdowns were going on. Everyone was on Zwift. Man, do you remember those? I don't know. Do you think we'll see that this winter? Do you think we'll see 40 to 50,000 users this winter? I kind of didn't expect that last year, but we saw it. Bring back lockdowns? Unpopular opinion? No, just kidding. Should be fine. Everything's fine. It worked last time, didn't it? Yeah, stay home. Print money, yep. Ride Zwift. Contribute to the electrical grid. All the things. Everything is okay. That's actually a Sea of Thieves meme, dude. That's kind of funny you said that. Everything is okay. Other than food, gas. Yeah. They mostly suck. Facts. Except for you guys. You guys are you're special. You guys are different. You're not like those people. Good sign. That will be my litmus test, Beer Bear, for how the state of my stream. The day you disappear is the day I realize that I suck. Ooh, flex, 100 mile kit. I don't see that one very often. That is a flex, though. So I'm gonna what's gonna happen, Beer, is the random day that you have like a hard work day and you can't hang out, I'll just be questioning my existence all day. Why am I here? What is life? Because the moment you want to dive into work more than hang out with heavy breathing half humans, it's a warning sign for society on the whole. Oh, that's the person I had to get a ride on. I was like, why didn't I give them a ride on just then? And then there's have to. Why have two when you can have three? You know? But I feel that. Oh, I actually forgot to announce, if anyone's following the Little Red YouTube channel that I'm building, I just released the 4th video this morning. It was our first attempt taking our truck off-road. It was technically off-road, but it was not very... It was basically just trail riding because we were hoping there'd be a lot of mud. It had been raining for 2 days. So we went into like a low-lying area just to spin some tires in some mud and drive through some trees and stuff. So it was not challenging. It was basically an easy, like hunting trails kind of thing. But it was fun. First time she got actually dirty. Never want to choose work over stream. Wise man. But yeah, we hit a bit of a stall on Little Red because the next edition is a bit expensive. And so my brother's trying to sell his camper trailer in order to raise funds. We have a couple things we really need to add to it before we can do anything serious. And one is a like showstopper for anything that could involve underbelly rubbing. And that's we need skid panels. The underside of Little Red is very soft and squishy. And there are no aftermarket options, so it's going to have to be custom built. And so we're being very lazy, but also waiting so that we have some extra money to save up for it. We can do basic pullouts though right now. We have the front winch at least done. The back winch is not done. And of course the lift and tires. But anything that might involve rock crawling we can't do yet. Which I'm actually very pleased to learn that Oklahoma has a lot of off-roading. And there are some very insane routes around here. And we also got our number 2 vehicle. which is absolutely one of the most troll vehicles ever. If anyone gets pulled out by it, I feel like they're going to question their prowess of basically anything. We got a Jeep Liberty, and we're going to fix it up. Mostly for the memes, but also because it is an actual affordable four-wheel drive vehicle. We can legitimately carry around a complete suspension replacement and it not be too expensive. It's a bit of a fresh air compared to everything for the Ford that costs $1 million and your firstborn child. Oh, the stream's starting, guys. I think I'm gonna stop at an hour, which should put me right at the start-finish banner. Coincidence? Nope. Perfectly executed timing from a professional. Said no one ever. Said no one ever. But yeah, I have to go back and watch the next ride yesterday. I had Barney pulled up and then his stream crashed. But there was another next rider who was streaming. See, why would my rider back here slide out of the draft? Like, why? That was good. That felt really weird, though. I didn't change my power at all to grab them. Did they drop power? That was a bit of a learning experience. Usually I kick way too hard to grab a wheel. Really has to do with speed. Oh, I think we just had a group ride. CKW. A lot of those green and blue kits. What kit is that? I think I've seen it before. It's not like uncommon, but a lot of people. Okay, use the arrow power up, and then stop riding. That's the strategy. So, update. The plan. The plan. Whether you choose to accept it or not. Tomorrow is another TTT. We learned that it's on Triple Flat Loop, which is a great route. It's one of the favorites of the recent routes that have been released. A lot of pace partners ride on it. But it's just nice being on a route that doesn't just repeat all the time. You know, it's a pretty good Tour of Watopia route. Speaking of, guys, if you're not signed up, Tour of Watopia starts, what, in a week? Hey, 191 for 20? We take those. Here, I'm going to double check for us. I'm definitely fresh, even if I'm not strong right now. I think that's the thing that's carrying me through. Why will you not? Screenshot. Dude, sometimes. There we go. Just in time for it to switch back to pizza slices. There we go. Who was it asking about calories or kcal in Zwift the other day? Yeah, it's from what I've seen, it's the most accurate of most of the apps I've seen, especially compared to like Peloton. Beast Brigade represent. Sure, whatever. We pretzel fested out. Oh, man. Oh, my lungs. I need them to recover. Okay, the second. Oh, yeah. Less than a week. Oh, they're doing a 5-week. Oh, that's nice. But, guys, look at this. Look at this. double XP in Tour of Watopia. If you guys are wanting to grind out some levels, this is how you do it. You re-ride these over and over and over again. Double XP. Also, make sure if you don't normally, switch over to kilometers if you're looking to grind XP. It gets you levels 10% faster, so you get that 10% buff on top of the double, the 200% total. So you're basically getting 200% or 210% XP compared to miles and non-Tour of Watopia. It's a popular thing here in the community for people to grind these out and get a couple levels. Even high level people in like the levels 30s through 60s or through 60, you can level pretty fast using this. And if you're one of the people like sub level 30, oh my god. It's insane. It just feels like cheating, especially if you can put in a lot of time. All right, so there's for your information, for your FYI. Totally possible, beer. It's 5 weeks too. So in 5 weeks, you should be able to get to like, that's for the disc wheel, right? You should be able to do that, which is an insane improvement, guys. If you don't know, the disc wheel is a big performance increasing upgrade relative to most of the other ones within Zwift. It's still kind of small, but relatively it's not bad. But actually, hold on, just in case anyone wants to check out the recent video from Little Red before I go. Here's the YouTube link. If you want to see the project my brother and I are working on, the business we're trying to start up. We're documenting it there as well as poorly in other places as well. I'm not good at social media, but I still do it. I guess in some weird, demented way, I enjoy it or something. I enjoy it, even if I'm bad. So that works. Oh, dude, Bike Beast is doing IRL ride around SF. Oh, at 15 FPS, 10 FPS, nice, dude. This is high quality cinema over here, guys. I gotta send you this way. We have the most cinematic stream on Twitch right now. It looks sub 10 FPS. So cinematic. Stop motion, dare say. Guys, thanks for hanging out. Racing tomorrow with the squad with INC. If you want to come see some more suffering, this is 2 races in a week, so I'm a little worried. But if you want to see the fail, you know where to be. But until then, the fail is over on Bike Beast stream. That's why we're going over there. Just kidding. All right, guys, have a great one. Thanks for hanging out with me on my session. Not too bad, right? Not too bad. Thanks, Beer. See you later. Bye, Macbeth. Have a good one, my friend. Rest up. Rest up. Smashy McSmasherson this Friday.
But I should before winter hits.